Boys, massive week for the Mac Pack. We've got our second guest, Cody Ritchie, joining us. Junior boy, you finally had your 18th birthday party. All your mates are legends. We've got a legend sitting next to us.
Let's make it happen.
What is it? F35.
The Kevin Durant
The Kevin Durant special, boy!
Episode 35 of the Mac Pack Podcast.
G'day and welcome to the Mac Pack Podcast.
We're back.
My name's Jake McKenna, and to my far left this week in order of boys who have been on as least amount of party buses, it's my little brother Joe.
Yeah, you and Riley both got one. I got none, like a fucking loser.
And to my right, coming in at 6'1", it's the baby brother. We call him Junior Boy. How are you, sir?
I still think they're illegal and I'm surprised I'm alive, but we're here today.
That's what we like to hear. Boys, we have a guest on the panel, highly anticipated
Who is
and
it?
very excited, Miss Cody Ritchie.
G'day.
How are you, Cody?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
We're super stoked to have you on board, and I couldn't be better. We have a whole stack of things to talk about. Your birthday party, a whole lot of like Cody origin story stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, God.
And her three sisters have gotten in contact to dish some of the dirt.
Do we want to know?
It's a massive app. Let's get into it. Boys, and girl.
Oh.
Ooh, changing
Today.
it up.
Nice touch.
For once and finally.
How are we all?
Good, thanks.
I'm
Thanks
a
for
great fan.
joining us, Cody. We were super
Thank you
excited.
for having me. This has been a long time coming, I think.
100%. You're always going to be our second guest. I don't know if we've told you that. The plan was always to get Big Cragsy on board.
Yep.
And then definitely to follow it up. We had to follow it up with a girl, even though Joe reckons you're...
Manly.
it's a-
Manly, I think it was described as manly.
I think, yeah, he
Rough.
seems to think it's a fine line.
And I want to get into that because I want to know
taking it off the top.
Look, I'm taking it there. I'm taking charge of the show.
Welcome to the Ritchie podcast featuring the Mac Pack.
Yeah. A special guest today, Joe, being roasted for why he... I just want to know reasons. Just give me something.
I said that you were a little manly.
Was this
No,
on air?
there was
this
no-
on
there
air?
was
this
no
was
little.
2
Okay,
weeks
I
ago.
said that Cody was manly, but what I meant was, so we had spoken about the place that you had worked and how it makes you feel manly,
Yeah.
and you worked there and you know a lot about that, and then also you're into like guys stuff, sorta.
What does that mean? What guy,
What guy
stuff
stuff?
am I into?
I'd just backpedal and apologise.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try and-
I wouldn't go any further. I would just say, hey, I'm really sorry.
I'm really sorry.
I will think about forgiving
I will
you.
think about
Bang.
forgiving. Oh, this is what you're not.
I'm
telling me what
going
to
to
say.
hold it over you for a little bit and see what I can get from that. But I
thank
appreciate
you.
the apology.
While we're at it, other things are holding over you, Joe. Junior Boy, you had
What
your
else?
18th party
Yep.
over the weekend.
It was a great time.
And I received a fair bit of heat last week about not going out,
going
not
out.
being as big
Hey,
a
he's
party,
too old.
not being as big a party boy as the other two. Joe, I was on the party bus with 50 18-year-olds. I looked around for you for ages. Couldn't see you anywhere.
Where were you, Joey? Why didn't you come Eddie's?
So I was at home.
What a loser.
Having a cup of tea. And some
Yeah, I had a cup of
In
tea.
bed,
We were
slippers
cleaning.
on.
We were cleaning the house while you guys were out gallivanting.
Yeah, that was
around.
actually a lovely surprise when I woke up the next morning. And
Everything's clean?
Oh, beautiful.
Shout out
The,
to
the birthday party didn't
Mum, Dad, Kira, and Taylor for tidying up the whole
Yeah.
joint.
Oh, dang.
Highly, very, very much appreciated. How was the evening? Did you
Great
enjoy
time.
it?
Well, Meddy's was quiet, but still popping off.
Yeah, I
Real quiet.
And imagine how quiet it would have been if you and your 50 mates didn't go.
Yeah,
just
legit.
like 7 people on the
Yeah.
dance. I go,
Just
this
that-
is weird. This is weird.
Still a good time.
That one old guy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Walter White just ripping up.
Avoid at all costs.
Your mates are lovely.
Thank you. I try.
I didn't know any. I know of them,
Yep.
but I don't really know them. They all know us quite
Very well,
and I
yeah.
did my best to be out there and have a yarn, get to know the few of the boys.
Do you remember all their names?
No, yeah, most. But they would approach me as though I knew them, like they had,
yeah.
like they had a podcast that I listened to each week. So they come over and go, "Hey, Jake, what's going on?" And I go,
Who are
"I have no idea who you are. I'm gonna need a name." And then they go, "Oh, I'm Max," and I'm like, "That helps." None, Max. and then he went on to, I was like, "Give us a surname." He goes, "Oh, that's Cavella."
Cavella, Cov Dog.
And he goes, "Oh, I'm Max Cavella." And I was like, "Oh, Covey. Now I know
I
you."
think we've
Covey.
spoken about his mum on the podcast.
Yeah, Jackov.
Yeah,
Jackov.
Jackov.
That one.
That's a classic.
Big scenes. Teague, lovely guy. Cade, king of the pack.
Yep. Jaden Matson.
Jaden Matson.
Mitchie. Blue collar
Mitch.
dogs.
Mitchie's the man. If you haven't already, we're going to be sharing the blue collar docs. Will be out by the time this gets posted. So head to
YouTube.
It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Instagram. So check that one out. It's basically centered around Nan when she smacked her face on the tiles after you had
It's
a
a
big
hilarious story.
Yeah, it's a classic.
And the animator, just that's a nice touch to it.
Yeah, shout out to Mitchie for that. Junior boy, we've obviously all your mates are just the best. They love the pod. They love chatting to me about the pod, which
Yeah.
was very cute.
Yep.
They were just like good dudes. And like I was first time I'd returned to Metros in I think since 2016. So
5 years.
it's a good stint. Place not that different, but I felt like I've evolved.
You'd
So-
hope.
How could you not? How could you go there and be the same person you were when you came back?
Jake's the only person, like, everyone who goes to Metros, they don't really buy, like, everyone buys,
Here we
like,
go.
some
Here we go.
WPSs, vodka Red Bulls, Jaeger bombs, all, like, the fun
Party
drinks.
drink.
Jake,
I'll have a beer.
yeah, beers on the dance floor.
3 carton
Who
dries.
is this guy?
For $30
Nah.
bucks.
Bang, bang, bang.
Get him out. He's definitely too old to be there.
They were
Exactly.
good though. I didn't appreciate $10 per carton dry when a carton's like $40.
That's economics for you.
Well, that's the fun of, like, when you get, like, a cool drink. It's like, I couldn't usually get this. So it justifies the price a little bit
Sort of.
when you're getting, like, a Jaeger bomb. And the experience, popping it in. If you can't tell already, I had my first Jaeger bomb on the weekend.
Was it everything you hoped for?
I was scared that,
I'm scared.
well, like,
I was scared.
when the concept got explained to me, I was mainly scared that the glass in the glass would hit my teeth.
Yeah.
So I was real
Did it?
scared. No.
Ugh.
I was
Straight
A-okay. Does it hit your teeth? Or is that just...
I've never
I
had
don't-
one.
Oh, really?
You're not really talking
I
to the
don't
best
think so.
group.
Yeah.
It
Well,
makes,
you had
like,
one?
makes
Cody?
sense.
Yeah, Craigs was actually the one who gave
Hey!
me my
Hey!
at a
Good
Christmas,
reference.
not a Christmas party, but yeah. Shout out to Craigs. Terrible influence. It was at one of Quillen's parties that,
Yeah.
from a while back.
We're just hoofing names.
Yeah. Oh, bleep it out. I forgot about that. No, it was good, but I don't think we were using glass. I think we were just using those small red cups at the time. And you know how you can get the shot
Yeah,
size
we had them
ones?
on
Oh, yeah,
Friday.
yeah.
Yeah, so we had the red solo cups as well as the shot. So maybe it did hit my teeth, but it wouldn't have been glass. It would have been plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I didn't think I could scull a whole glass as well. I got that down easy.
Damn.
Bowling.
That's my god. At least with the beer, like you can chill on it for.
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything. It tastes like piss as well.
We're here for results.
Exactly.
Efficiency and effectiveness. Speaking of efficiency and effectiveness, last night you and I,
Oh, big night.
fuck
Big night
man,
of travel.
go to the kilometers we racked up
Oh, yeah.
just to please the parties of people. My goodness.
It's not a party without the MacPack podcast.
Oh, and everyone's happy to let us know once we're there. It's like, hey, Jake, and then they see Jake go, hey, MacPack. Like straight away as we go from singular
Once
to
there's more than one.
yeah, it's just like, oh, you're recording now? That's what's going on? But no, we went to watch the Docs game, Docs Sydney, in the wet. We weren't going to go. I thought I was going to be pissing down. I was like,
Yeah,
might
so
just-
it was. Jay
watch this
texts
off
me
the
at like 3:30.
Nah, it was later than that.
Basically,
It was 4 o'clock.
Basically, like, oh, maybe we should just not call it a night now.
It was pissing down.
Not go to the footy.
Yeah.
yeah, or anything.
Lucky
Glad we
you
went.
Yeah.
Absolute ripping game.
Game.
Budweiser kick 6
Yeah, so good.
and the Docs win.
Did you watch it, Cody?
I didn't watch it. I was passed out in my bed.
Good.
But my dad gave me the rundown and it seemed pretty good. So
And then we went to Timbo's leaving us. We'll shout out Tim.
Yeah, Timmy Howard.
Timbo's off to Sydney in 2 weeks, and he had his little farewell party, which we were going to go to. And then exhaustion from the night where we spent at yours,
Medis.
plus the big day of travel to Optus and back in the rain, took its toll.
Yeah, I was already snuggled up in bed,
Drinking a wine,
Snuggled up.
drinking
Cup
a
of
wine,
tea. I saw
that
and
wine
watching
on your-
cartoons,
a little nightcap.
living it up. And then Jake walks into my room,
I was in bed, and then
full outfit change. He goes, "We're going," and I was like, "We're off." No, I'm not. And we got that idea, and then there was a bit of a. I think there was a bit of a
oh, you were not happy.
a bit of a guilt trip.
Yeah.
Influence.
Well, basically, it was effective though, because within like
it's because-
half an hour later, the boys from Canning Vale
They're in Betty.
in
Oh,
Federal
Betty.
with 2
Yeah.
beers in hand, going, "Yeah, fucking oath, we were always coming. What are you talking about?"
Yeah. And the not the birthday boy, the going away boy, yeah, none the wiser
Yeah.
until now.
But still just as drunk.
That's what
But now
15
he's
beers does.
gone away, so we can't do anything about it.
Bye, Tim.
But
It was a good night. And then we went to Benny's under the provision that Tim wanted to go to Benny's and we wanted to prolong the night for his sake. We get to Benny's 20 minutes later. All right, boys, I'm going to chuff off. We're just left standing there going, what do you mean? We're only here because you're here. I just got to duck off. And that was it.
Yeah.
Just didn't see him for the rest of the
Oh
night.
yeah, exchanged some massive hugs.
Oh yeah, he did some like real long girthy boys, which
Yeah.
we
I thought he was
appreciate.
gonna cry.
Oh.
He's a big cutie. We met a few potty fans as well.
Yeah.
Coombsy.
Who's Coombs?
Shout out to Chris Coombs.
Chris Coombs.
I haven't chatted to him a heap in my time.
Neither.
Loveliest guy.
Yeah, so he comes up to us and he was like, "Oh, it's like the Mac Pack."
Yeah, he's seen me. Hey Jake, seen Joe. Hey, it's the Mac Pack.
And then he's telling us about he saw us on TikTok and he saw the first one he saw was like about footy or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, this is a good video." And then just didn't think too much of
Didn't
it.
know that it was us.
Oh,
Just sort of saw it
And then
organically.
he saw, I think your Metro's one about the
Slide over
toilet
Johnny.
or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, these guys again." Like, this guy. And then he goes, "Wait a minute,
I know
I
these.
know them."
So good. Absolute jet. He like subscribed on the spot and like chatted to us about other podcasts he listened to. Good
Yeah.
dude.
Feedback.
Yeah.
We like that.
We do indeed. He's a jet. Big fan.
Funny dude as well.
And then we didn't go home without doing our own little good deed.
Yeah,
either.
if we normally give the everyday hero at the end of the episode, but we've got an honorable mention at the start.
To us.
So we were leaving Freo, walking away, calling it a night at about 1:30,
Mm-hmm.
and then we see a lonely soul standing on the side of the road.
We won't
Lone
mention his
Ranger.
name, I don't reckon.
Yeah. Anyway,
Is
so
this a lonely soul we know?
We
Not
know.
you.
Not me?
We know.
Okay.
Corpus Christi alumni.
so he's in
Okay.
the year between Jake and I.
yeah. Lovely guy.
And we're trying to be like, oh, like, what's going on? He's just standing there by himself. He's on his phone. He's like, oh, I'm trying to get back home. And he's like, oh, but the Uber's going to be like $70.
Bang.
And I knew that he lived in the same suburb
I had no
as
idea.
us.
Had no idea.
And I was like, because Jake was driving, I was like, oh, this could be on here. And then so I was like, looking at Jake, I was like, oh. And then you were like,
I literally just was like, where do you live,
Where do
man?
you live?
And he says, oh, Canning Vale. And I was like, well, that's convenient. I was like, whereabouts? He goes, Livingston. I was like,
oh, actually.
sweet, we're neighbours.
right.
Get in the car. Let's go, brother. And yeah, he was chuffed.
yeah, saved himself $70. Had to a fun hangout with us in the car.
Jake
Yeah.
saved
Damn.
a lot of people money this week. Me, Jake, and two other boys caught an Uber back from Metro's here. And I messaged him the next day. I was like, how much was it? I'll get the boys to send it. We'll split it up. Jake goes, nah, on me.
Whoa.
Oh,
I
that's
know.
nice. Where's your money
Man
coming
is
from?
rolling in it.
Let's go. All right, boys, we're obviously stoked to welcome the beautiful Cody Ritchie to the panel.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And it wouldn't be fair on Cody to not explain. Oh, it wouldn't be fair on the fans to not
fans.
explain how we know Code.
I'm scared.
Cody, do you
I don't know how
do
I
you
know
remember our first interaction?
No, we used to work together, and I
Yeah.
assumed it was at work, but
At the Booragoon Cinema Complex?
ripping tickets there once upon a time.
Yeah.
But apparently that's not where it all began.
It's not.
Take us back.
So you know Grinder?
No,
not really.
As in,
Not really. Cast your mind back. What year did you start at the cinema
it
complex?
was in September of 2015, from what I can
Okay,
recall.
Oh, did you
Right.
actually? I only started 2 months after you.
Yeah. I was like the first lot of recruits before you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This must have been early. It must have only been a couple months earlier than that.
Yeah.
If we're talking about whose birthday I think we're talking about,
Yeah, so
that
it-
would have been 4 weeks before I started
Fuck.
working.
So it was,
Very soon before. Yeah.
and
Still hear it when you do it.
oh, less so. And then, so we're all there, and
Yeah.
was at the party, right? And me and him were like decent mates, lovely guys. Shout out to him, even though we've just bleeped his name out. And he was there, and we were just sort of chatting, as we do. Like the whole complex bunch used to hang out, almost as though it was like our own little private party.
It's a separate group. When you
Yeah,
work
the party's
there.
happening, and then the little complex is
VIP.
hanging out
Yeah.
as well.
The gang.
And so we were sort of hanging out under like the cooler bar shade sale type setup that they've got
Very
going on
nice.
down there. and this woman, this young floozy, how old would you have been?
Young floozy. Sorry, I was 15.
There we go. Exactly. She comes strolling over, catches the big man's eye, and basically makes it entirely her goal for the evening to suss.
I have no recollection of
To
this.
suss the big man. Only issue that
Catch
she
an
sort
Uber
of
with it.
stepped into, the only barrier that she may have had was that he already had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
But that wasn't going to stop her.
No, that's not true. That is not
There
true.
was plenty of tried attempts and a lot of
Do not call me a home wrecker. on this
there was a lot of
How dare you?
there was a lot of cheeky antics going on. I don't think anything actually happened, but she was that I didn't know her name, didn't know anything about her, and I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." She's quite quietly confident in her ability just to slip on in.
This is all false. You must have been very blue at the time.
And then she started. I didn't think I drank. And then she started. and then she
Rare
started.
from Jack.
Yeah, she started at the cinema complex only a handful of weeks
Later.
later. Was he working?
He was
there?
working there
Yeah,
at the
good.
time.
And I was like, I
Is that why you applied?
Let,
wa- I
no,
wa-
let me just say, he was the first one to make advances on me.
That doesn't
And
surprise-
I
that doesn't
and we-
surprise
we
me.
all
You go
know
from
him.
saying that no, this
We all
isn't
know
true
him.
to now being
Well, not it's not true, but he was pursuing me, and
It didn't look like it.
I was admiring from afar.
No.
Yeah, I was.
An inch isn't that far away.
Still from afar. You can look, but you can't touch. I was
is
just
what-
looking
that's what we
very
are-
closely.
I swear I could have reiterated that to you many a time that night, but that wasn't, that little sentence wasn't getting through. But you started at the cinema complex, and I wasn't necessarily sure if it was you. And I was sort of, so I asked around, and I was like, "Is that the same
that
chick?"
that?
I remember asking him, and he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, all right, cool. Like, at least we know that much." You're a lovely girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, first impressions stick. Remember that.
And here we are.
Do you remember the first time you met us?
No. I remember when,
That's so nice of you.
I, as I said before, all good memories since. They
that's
tend to
good.
stick, not those awful ones at the beginning. No, I remember when Joe first started, because everyone else was kind of already there, and you know they own the place when you first start working. Need to let them come to you. You know,
Yeah, that's fair.
you are the young pup.
Approach
They are
with
the
caution.
big. They are the big dogs. Did I just use word as
Yes,
well?
I've got it written down.
bleep
that's
that
right,
out.
yeah.
Yeah. So when Joe started working,
You also called it word, which I feel like
And now,
gives it away.
and now you have as well, so props.
Bang, bang, bang.
yeah, when Joe started working there, I had been there 2 months. So
See, I thought you
was
had
still-
been there for ages. I thought everyone who had
I made it
started
look
before
like
me-
I
yeah.
did. That's how
You're a
you
pro.
trick him.
Just hanging off, old mate. Just giving it a bit of. Man, we run this
Yeah,
down.
me and my boy have been here for ages.
Oh, I'd just like to forget about that completely if we can.
So, how many kids do you have with him now?
No.
Okay, just checking.
How many STDs, however?
Oh, we gotta
Take
make.
it out. Cut it.
We gotta make sure we're bleeping all of these names. Everyone's sanctity needs to be protected. Joe, do you remember the first time you met Rich?
not really. Yeah,
Cool.
no, not memorable.
Very memorable.
Yeah, so I started because you start, you meet a lot of people.
Two.
It all
And
blurs
then you
into
single
one.
out your ones that you like the most.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones that you,
Oh.
the ones that you get on the podcast. In
Yeah.
a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no
No.
early memories. I feel like we didn't even really work together that much.
No. I feel like you and I became closer friends towards the end of me
Your
working
tenure.
there,
Yeah.
my tenure, and then definitely after.
I actually vaguely remember when I first met Cody,
Oh, here we go.
which was actually probably like a year or two ago. Me and Jake were filling in for one
Oh
of the boys'
yeah, I do remember that.
basketball teams. What? Why?
Oh,
She came to
yeah.
watch. Why
That's
was?
right.
Why were you there?
I got invited. No, because
I think
there was
we
a
already had
couple of
plans.
people. No, there was a couple of people that were going to play.
You've said the name again. So there were a couple of like other boys who were playing in the team at the time during that same fixture. Is that-
Yes, and few of them I actually didn't like, and I wanted to go
Ooh, plot
watch
twist.
them and laugh at them play basketball because
yeah.
from what I can recall, I think there was two which weren't that good.
There were only 4 in the team, including Jake filling in.
You hated half the team.
My comment stands. So I think it was Joe that invited me to
Yeah.
come watch, and you two were playing.
Did we win?
at the time?
Yeah, well, I hit a game winner
Did you?
in the corner. Yeah.
Ooh, la-di-da.
Do you remember?
I remember the game. I remember.
I think you passed me the ball.
I remember us
corner,
carrying the
corner
team that we
3.
filled in for.
Because the team we were playing against were dominating, and then we just put on a little performance to close things out.
Actually, I vaguely do remember.
He hit like
good
a
time.
contested corner 3. Siren went 2
Bang.
seconds later.
Heroes.
That's what we're about.
And that's why I was there.
Yeah,
Well, your
Jake's just
first
the hero of every segment.
I know your name's on the title, but this one's just about me.
Thank you.
So, Cody, you've mentioned your sisters before. And we've actually,
Shout him out, Chuck.
We got Chuck,
Chuck,
Blaze,
full
Gidget.
names, Charlie, Blaze, and Gidget.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's them. Yeah. Do the other, so Chuck obviously, wait, does anyone else call her Chuck? Or is that just a thing that we do?
It's you guys.
Yeah, it's
The reason
There's
why we
been
do
strictly
it
McKenna's.
is because that's what Peppermint Patty calls Charlie Brown in Peanuts.
Yeah.
It's Chuck.
Anyway,
you called
so
Charlie Chuck.
we reached out to Chuck and the gals,
We did.
and we asked them for some stories we can ask you
Some
about.
dirt.
We went deep, you know.
So
I'm
deep.
sure you
cuts.
have.
All right.
Dangerously deep.
So the first one we've got, and this one came from Blaze, I believe.
Yeah.
So
okay.
she told us to ask you about your anger management classes that you went to when you were 11.
Good.
11.
Well,
That's early to work out that you have a problem.
Angry at 11.
yeah.
What's there to be angry about?
Well,
Changing.
I'm going to tell you my side of the story.
Fair enough.
When I was 11, one of my cousins had a couple of issues where he had started to go see this lady to talk about his problems and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my mum thought
very
because
serious.
yeah, my mum thought because my cousin was doing it.
Okay.
Not only did I probably need it, but to make him feel less bad about going, I also had to go.
Right.
So it was just I don't know how many sessions it was, but it was a couple of sessions where they give you a stress ball and, you talk about why do you feel like this, whatever. It didn't work out. So they stopped.
Yeah. So she also said within that to ask you about
Yeah,
the
we've got
owl lady
and some marbles.
and marbles.
Yeah, so the owl lady was the therapist pretty much.
Okay.
And why
And
is she called the owl lady?
Because I'm pretty sure that was the name of the company at the time. It was
Owl anger management.
yeah, something similar to that. But every time I would go, because I would tell her about my problems and how I was feeling, she would reward me with a bag of marbles or a little treat every time I went.
Marbles.
That's
Yeah.
very like witch
Why marbles?
type setup.
What'd you do with the marbles?
Didn't play with them, I assume. Who plays marbles anymore? What kid's going to play marbles
We
when
used to
you've
play
got...
marbles when we were kids.
Oh, losers. Really? Like line in the sand marbles?
No, we would make a circle out of marbles.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then
It's actually pretty fun.
and then,
And
what-
then you get the marbles. Like
Yeah.
if you hit one of them, I don't
I
understand.
was a bit
the
more
game.
advanced than
Yeah,
that.
you were
I
too
used to
busy
have
punching out
Yeah.
there with your anger
It's
management.
interesting. You're like, oh, this kid's mad. I'm gonna give him rocks.
Yeah, gonna give him some
small circular rocks.
Yeah, you can just
heavy
really
throwables.
get people with them.
this is continuing on from. I assume what is anger? Killing Aunt Val.
Jesus.
Okay. That I don't think that was my fault. Honestly.
Who is Aunt Val?
I hope so for your sake.
Auntie Val is one of my no longer Nonna's very good friends. She's been around for ages. She's like an urban myth in our family. She's kicked
Okay.
around forever.
Good.
Until last year.
Oh,
Ooh.
sorry to hear
This is
about that.
recent.
It's Auntie Val passed a couple months ago, but before she passed, one of the last times I had seen her, I was at my nonna's house.
Yeah.
And my nonna was cooking her some soup or some shit.
Italian nonna
Italian nonna.
can cook.
Yeah, I was there hungover as all hell on a Saturday,
Nice.
just getting my free meal for the day and then ready to chuff off because I was so done. I didn't want to be there any longer. But my nonna was slaving away over the stove, making this soup for Auntie Val, being like, "Can you please take it to her house? Like,
Yeah.
it's not going to be that long. It's not that far out of your way."
Yep.
Me, all pissy, being like, "Yeah, whatever." Fine.
Poisoned it.
Whatever. Not poisoned it.
Hit her with my car.
Not. So anyway, my nonna gives me this pot of soup and she's like, "Do you need anything to put it in the car, And I'm like, "No, it's fine. I'm going." So I'm driving to Auntie Bow's house.
Yeah.
Take a corner a bit too quick. The lid comes off.
Oh, okay. I thought you
The,
were gonna...
the soup's everywhere in the passenger seat of my car. What do? I scoop it back into the pot, carpet fibers and all, into the pot.
You can't do that.
I take it to Auntie Val. She's on her last legs. This poor woman.
And you've
She's got no teeth.
got the
So
final
here
straw.
I am
She's gonna have to
thinking
chew on carpet.
it's fine. Anyway, I give it to her. Auntie Val, here you go. Oh, thank you so much. This is the best soup I've had in ages. Puts it over the stove, starts preparing a bowl, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going before anything else happens.
Before I get offered any.
That was the last time I saw her.
Oh no, she choked on a marble from all reports. A loose
Did
marble
she-
found in the footwell.
She did
Did she
pass.
pass like
No,
that
it
As a
afternoon?
result-
wasn't that
Yeah.
afternoon. She passed a few months after that, but I'd kept that story quiet for a few weeks. But
And
I'd
then you
let
told
it
her
out
at the,
to my
at
dad,
the wake.
and now Auntie Val's death. Auntie Val's death is solely. I'm solely responsible.
But it had nothing to do with it.
No,
She died of natural
that we're
causes.
aware of. Natural causes
Okay.
Natural carpet.
and carpet fiber.
A good addition to any
Yeah.
soup. We're big on bit of kissing practice.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, of
fuck.
course.
I
On
know
the
what
panel.
this one.
We-
I know what this one
We
is.
love-
the
we
cameras
straight
go off
away.
and that's all we do.
Yeah. Basically, the only reason we do the podcast is to give our tongues a break from all the
Yeah.
kissing practice we do with one another.
The tagline used to be "Go give your mum a hug and your brother's a big kiss."
But apparently, and it's very welcoming to know that you also enjoy a bit of kissing practice, Cody. We have it on good authority. I think it was Blaze or Chuck?
Blaze has got all the worst ones. So it's
I think-
probably from her.
I reckon this might have been a Chuck story.
I think so. Do you want me to check?
This is one of those ones that when I found out there was the group chat and my sister's
you
asking
knew this
me.
was going to be in there.
She's asking me about the podcast and
Good.
she's like, what are your concerns going into it? Are you worried? And I'm like, I've maybe missed an episode here or there and, I'm going to miss
Wait, what?
We're back! But, I'm not, that's what I'm worried about. And she goes, I wouldn't be worried about that.
The technicals, no issues.
This is where I suggested, is it this story? And she goes, no.
No, it is.
Oh,
But
so-
then it's chucked it in at the end,
Yeah,
I assume.
Cody was apparently caught making out with some shower tiles.
Again,
Interesting.
I was
tactic.
very young.
How old? How old?
Oh, when I was 8.
Okay.
Younger than 8.
It's early to be doing kissing practice.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Was there a rhyme or reason behind any of this behaviour?
It's
or
been
is
a
it-
while since I've done it, so to get the full experience, I would probably have to revisit.
Seems like not a good surface to use.
I feel like it is because it's firm. It's not going anywhere. It's
Is
cold.
that normally your issue with
Well,
boys?
it's just kinda
You
like-
try and they go, nah, I'm out of here.
It's kind of like you can work out your own pressure because it's not someone else that you're working with. It's just
She's broke this down.
There's a lot of
upon reflection now, and to make me seem like not such a
Less
fucking
crazy.
weirdo, I do need to try back it up.
maybe
right?
that's where the anger issues came from. it was like I keep kissing the
I'm
shower,
not liking this episode.
but it never kisses me back. We have a heap of other things. Joe, do you want to ask the story about the mags?
The magnets.
Oh, okay. This is a classic.
Apparently, and I'm not exactly sure how, but apparently you had a magnet stuck up your nose.
I did.
How old?
I think this. Oh God, I can see what's coming up now. I was maybe 10 at the time, and I'm style icon now. Me piercings everywhere, but when I was a child, my mum wouldn't let me get all the piercings that I wanted.
Fair enough.
So there used to be these
Because
magnetic.
what would have happened was they would just cut the shower. All the tiles in the shower are going to have like...
Chips,
yeah.
actually.
you
Moving on.
didn't want that.
With these piercings that I was gifted once for Christmas, they were magnet ones. So one
Yeah.
side, then magnet on the other. On your
Okay,
ears,
yeah.
cool.
I think Nan.
Yeah, Nan rocks
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
I wanted to take a step further and be the edgy girl that I am. Get a bit of a
A
nose
nose piercing.
piercing going on. So I put the magnet
Oh,
there
in your nose.
in my nose, magnet behind, piece on top.
Did it
It's
work?
there, it looks good. I'm trying to readjust it.
Oh, no.
Magnet
Oh, no.
not lodged up there, right?
Fuck.
I start freaking out.
As you should.
I'm like, Dad, I have a magnet up my nose. I can't get it out.
How
No
big is
amount of-
it? It must be big enough to actually
Yeah,
just
it
like
was-
lodge itself.
It was maybe like, a couple mil, but it was up there.
Yeah, bet.
Tried that one, nothing.
Did you get
But-
a negative side and hang it under your nose?
Well, the way we actually got it out, I had to lay. I'm pretty sure it was on the lounge, and Dad with a flashlight, magnetized screwdriver.
Yeah, we heard about
up
the
the nose.
screwdriver.
Yeah,
Which is equally, if not more dangerous.
he's a resourceful man,
That is
Bradley
scary.
Ritchie.
Yeah,
He's got to do what he's got to do. But yeah, I
Don't
just remember
sneeze
laying
at that
down.
point. Not a good time to chuck a quick pepper.
Yeah.
Blaze
I
runs
know.
through, just poof some pepper into your face. But it's all good now.
It was just the fear of me laying down, seeing Dad with this big bit of metal coming up my nose, and then you just hear this chink, and then it was out.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
you like realigned it and just continued on.
Oh
your
yeah,
way.
my nose is perfect now.
We do have a couple of videos which the girls have sent through.
Oh god.
Now the videos themselves are from, I don't even know, a period well
This-
before we knew you.
Okay, this is a period of when I lived in a bright pink bedroom. I had
It's a. Was there
Why
a
is it
bright
in
pink
parts?
light
It looks like
going
the
on?
house is on fire.
it should have been
There's a lot
with the
happening.
vocals going on
Let's-
in
Which one's the
this.
first one?
Let's go this one. This one goes for 30 seconds. If you're listening,
I haven't
on,
watched this in.
if you're listening on like Apple Pods or Spotify, be sure to head to YouTube to actually see the visuals. Maybe we'll see if we can share these on IG
yeah.
on release as well.
Don't think so.
This is cute. So
Do I not look exactly the same?
You folks out there.
Oh, it's lyrics.
And I'm wearing a Fremantle jumper. Good for me.
Go Dockers!
Oh, good. Yes. Oh, it's Christmas themed.
You know what? You're lucky I wasn't actually singing. It was just a lip sync.
There is there's
at the
lip
start.
syncing going on. There was a little bit of words. What's this second one?
I'm gonna sing a Christmas song.
Good.
The music.
Acting. 10 out of 10.
So-
And I like how you can hear my sisters
Just
recording this, laughing
giggling,
in the
chuckling
background.
away. Essentially, what it was just Cody. Just how old would you have been? Maybe. Oh, so this is the day.
I-
The day of the kissing.
This is the day,
It's a big day for you.
big days.
Pass
I
the
don't
shower at 10 and then go do some acting and some light.
I don't live that large anymore.
It was very cute. Did you used to do that a fair bit? The old.
No,
Is
that was just
is
a
that
one.
photo booth?
That was a one
No, it was an old shitty camera which
Oh,
I'd
damn.
gotten when I was like that age, and somehow ended up on a USB device somewhere.
You
and
made good use of it.
now
That's
being
good.
shown here.
Yeah, nah, that's
You
quality.
never would have thought that when you were recording that you were gonna get.
No,
Exposed
publicly
on-
humiliated by two of my former work colleagues on their podcast.
Yeah.
15 years later.
Yeah.
And then we've also got this is one of the ones that I didn't know about. It's about the time you and Blaze went to see
Oh yeah.
Why Don't We? Or you and Gidget
Me,
went to see.
Gidget and I,
Yeah.
yes, we went. I don't know. Is this meant to be embarrassing?
No, this is one.
No,
of
this
the-
was
Or
a
is this
wholesome
just a
one.
nice-
Yeah. Lighthearted.
Because we asked the girls to like send through a fair few things. Some that were going to embarrass you. Some that were just like little secrets. But we
Oh, so this is the one nice one I get?
we-
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we didn't want to just beat up on you, so we asked for one nice one. And this is they thought for days and days and days.
At first they said you're going to have to go with someone else.
but they did send this one through. So elaborate. Give
Yes.
us the
So
lowdown.
I think it was 2 years ago. My sister's favourite boy band, still now, and at the time, Why Don't We?
Good.
You would have never have heard of them,
No,
I'm
no.
sure.
Can't say.
Affiliated with Logan Paul, if that tells you anything.
really?
Is that the guy that punches people now?
That's Jake Paul, brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Her favourite boy band, they weren't coming to Perth. She was devastated. Me, being the big older sister, seeing her in this state of distress, for some reason decided to book tickets for her and I to go to Melbourne to go see this band perform.
Bang.
We were there for about 5 days, I think, and
a long-
just living the life in Melbourne. I'd never been before, so I was just happy to
Good.
go.
Good place to
a
be.
long
Yeah, but we're at the concert, and because it was only her and I, she knew a few people that were flying over, so she's hanging with them. 6 hours before the concert starts,
Uh oh.
she gets there, and I'm going, I'm not hanging around here for 6 hours.
Oh, she's at the venue.
She's at the venue. I've dropped her off. I'm going, yeah, have fun with that. So I walk around Melbourne by myself, pretty
Nice.
much doing a bar crawl.
Alone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Preparing to go to this concert.
Were you a fan of them?
Yeah.
Like, I like their music and they got some good stuff, but I wasn't going to fly to Melbourne myself to go see them, but for Gidget I was.
Oh, that's so nice.
So I get to the concert about an hour in.
Yeah.
She's already there. There's no line. I'm like, cool. 2 Smirnoff Ices, thanks. I was in the standing zone because that's where she had booked.
Nice.
All of the girls were at the front going, whatever. I was sat at the back of the venue in the standing zone with my 2 Smirnoff Ices, sitting down, just enjoying the show.
Living the life.
It was
Any
a
other
good
people
time.
drinking at the thing?
Oh,
All the parents.
I was up the back with the mums, having a good time.
Not
It was
sing
actually
along.
a good concert. I will give it that.
I'm
One of
gonna-
the best I've been to.
Is Gidget your youngest?
Yes, she is 15, I think.
That's a bold statement if that's incorrect.
Born 2005.
So, yeah, it could be. We'll finish things off. This was quite a nice one, and it comes from the big man, Craigsy. Himself. He chatted to me about this last week, and then he basically told us the tale last night. He simply asked us to ask you about some stories, in particular, shit blokes that deliver trailers late.
That would be Michael Craigs himself, actually. So I work at a big warehouse somewhere,
Good. I've just said the name.
Yeah.
Yep. Just write that down.
and this warehouse does ute rental. So we have people come book them in over the weekend and bring them back. And, it is quite a hassle when you bring your ute back because you need to check all the kilometres, need to make sure all the petrol's all good, whatever.
Yep.
So
I
I
didn't know
have...
you could borrow utes from this green warehouse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like big, like
Yeah.
ute is in like a car.
A car ute, and you can...
Are they like nice? What type of
It's
ute?
just a ute.
You looked in the market, are you?
Because Riley always wanted to have a ute, but if you could just rent one for another day.
Are they expensive?
Forever.
Not that I'm aware of.
Like how much was Michael's?
I can't remember.
This is taking a weird turn.
But if you ask him, I'm sure he'll tell you.
Okay.
Can an 18-year-old do it?
I think you need to be 21.
Whoa,
That's a weird.
years,
That's a
right?
weird
Yeah.
rule. Proceed. You proceed.
So, yeah, it's quite a hassle getting this return done. So I think it was a Saturday and we close at 7 and Michael Craigs himself has come in 3 minutes until we close.
That's our man. If
And-
he loves to leave it late.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Why not? And
Busy man.
normally you have to go down the back of trade to sort it out because
Yep.
you rent it from trade, you take it back to trade.
Makes sense.
He's come through the front. He's seen me and gone, nah, she's got it sorted. She'll sort it for me. So Michael Cragg is standing at the service desk for a couple of minutes. I've seen him and gone, what do you want? He's given me this trade return. I've gone, you're a pain in the ass. I've done it. And then he's out of the store before 7.
Too good.
Thank God.
That's a quick
Thank
turnaround.
God.
Well, done well to get all that shit done within 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Good pace.
Crazy how fast you can work when home time is.
Is looming.
Yeah.
Right there.
And everyone was looking like, who is this idiot that's come in 3 minutes before close?
the
Scumbag.
arrogance leaking.
But then the
literally
next question
dripping off
is,
of him.
why is the idiot having these personal conversations with Cody when I'm like,
Yeah,
get out?
that's true.
Not a good look for Cody.
The lights have gone off.
Yeah.
Michael's still standing there, just trying to have
So
it.
how's the fan?
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, hurry up, Michael. I want to go home.
So we started with some heat, but we finished off with a couple of nice stories.
Nice ones.
Thank you.
She's not all that bad.
All right, boys, it's only fitting that we play a game with Cody Ritchie. Now, this game,
We're coming in hot with the games recently.
we've been playing a lot of games, and we've been able to do a fair few stings. We've done this.
Stingers.
We've done this sting.
The games have been new and improved.
Yeah, and this one is called.
Code together. We've got roller coaster ahead, in poker a clown, emoji he could be a joker. We got a whole list of emojis. Piece the code together and try and be me. Code together right now. Cody Ritchie.
Now, essentially, the game is the boys have got you enjoyed that?
I love it.
Good. So the boys have got a whole heap of different emoji symbols, and they basically just are meanings. We just need a guess.
You've got to put the code together.
Okay.
in simple terms.
And if you couldn't tell, we came up with it because of your name.
Very cute. I was going to ask, is code like Cody?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting the song. That was an added bonus.
So basically, we'll take a name, make a game out of it, and then pick a song that's kind of close to what it is.
And roll with it. I
That's
like
how we
it.
come up with the game.
I like it.
Joey boy, what is
Alright,
it? Best
so
of 7?
As best of 7. As we described in the song, we'll have a code made out of emojis, and then you need to guess what it is.
Understood.
Now these could be very, very generic things, but instead we've focused it in. Both of you guys have movie experience. So the
Oh.
theme is, of course,
Cinema.
movies.
I like it.
Ooh.
All right, I'm big
Movie
on that. I'm
themes.
big on that. Well, do we know the films?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Is
That's-
it me
I-
versus you?
They're
Yeah,
like,
it's me v Code.
Okay, head to
They're like,
head.
a lot of them are from the
IMDb
top 250.
Good. All right.
Okay.
We
So
can
they're
work with that.
Hopefully.
classics.
How do we just buzz? Name is buzzer?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Me and
As
Joe
in
will
you
do it.
shout your own name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't shout just anyone's name.
Jake!
Me and Joe will flip them in 3,
Oh, okay. Sick.
2, 1.
Lion King.
Wow.
Oh, didn't say my name.
We'll give it to
Oh,
her.
yeah, we'll give it to her.
That was quick. I'm
should
gonna
we-
struggle.
I feel like there should be a.
You need to
So,
say what they
yeah,
are, because everyone
yeah.
listening at home.
We'll have no idea.
Can't you chuck them? Oh, I was going to say, can you chuck them up on the screen? But Spotify
Yeah, okay.
listeners won't have that.
All right, so you
luxury.
need
We
to
will
describe
what they are.
again
It
preparation.
is sometimes hard to describe what they are without saying.
Well,
Anyway,
but you
we'll-
don't want
we'll
to
get
give it away
yeah.
to us either.
How about we say, I'll take
This is a hot
I'll
start.
Take the next
I'll
one.
take the next one.
Good briefing.
Alright.
All right, are we good? We're gonna. All right, we'll just.
Oh, wait, this
Are we-
one is hard because I'm just saying.
You just
what
say
they
it,
are.
yeah. Anyway, okay. So we've got the first.
Did that just wait? Did that first one count? I reckon we give it to her.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
So basically, it was a photo of a lion, and it
And
was
a
a photo
crown.
of a crown emoji.
How about we tell them after instead?
No,
They have
because
to know.
the people at home playing. Let's go.
Before.
Let's go.
All right, why don't I just whisper?
No, because just go.
So you've got an eyeball emoji.
Yep.
And then followed by a picture of a robot.
iRobot.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, you just gave it away, didn't you?
Good.
Exactly.
Is
I'm
there?
more of a visual learner, so I have to look at it first.
Go again, Jim boy. So it's one each.
I'll take this one.
Yeah.
All right, so now we've got an emoji of a yellow face
Yeah.
with his finger over his mouth. And then we've got 2 animals
Yeah.
which are white and look like sheep.
Shaun the sheep.
No.
No.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. Silence of the
for
Lambs.
God's
Bang,
sake.
there we
See,
go.
it's hard to not say lambs. 'cause
Yeah.
that gives it away.
Exactly.
Good. That's way better.
My brain looking at it was like, sheep. Quiet. Quiet sheep. I thought quiet place at the beginning,
The
but I was like,
quiet
where's the
sheep.
sheep?
Joey.
The next one, we have a magnifying glass and a fish.
Finding Dory.
Finding Nemo.
Well, it was
Oh!
going to be. It
Nah.
was Finding Nemo, but
But
we'll pay it.
That fish does
Yeah,
look
I
a
the
lot
fish
more
does
like-
look like Dory.
thank
yeah.
you.
Good. So what
A
number?
blue tang.
It's
She is.
2-2.
Yeah, it's 2-2.
Big.
Oh, yeah. This next one.
This next one is a little bit out the box.
This next one is a.
Is this like an independent film that I don't know
No,
about?
the emoji usage.
Oh, okay.
This one follows a. There's 2 emojis.
Yep.
One is a fruit,
Yeah, you can say what it is.
which has the color of orange, and a book with writing.
A Clockwork
Oh
Orange.
no.
No.
I know. It's not Green Book.
No.
Orange book. Zest. Reading.
Think about.
Zest was you going.
Ooh.
Think about books and their genres. Da da da.
And then the characteristics of oranges and the juices.
Something
5,
story.
4,
Oh, it's on
3.
Netflix.
2.
I got nothing.
Last guess,
Jake.
Jake. Just say whatever.
Nah, something
Nothing.
story.
So
Something,
it was-
something story.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh wow, that's good.
I do
No,
like
that's
that.
good.
That's good. That was the
That's
best one. Yeah.
See, Jake, that's too clever for us.
I was just
that's
looking at
a-
each other.
No way.
Ready, steady, orange.
Yeah.
That's a point for me.
Orange reading.
yeah.
All right, so the next. Oh, you can take it.
Well, Joe, we'll add the fifth one
What's the score at this point, boys?
to make it
Oh yeah.
Two
just in
all, isn't
case.
it?
odd. It is 2-all at the
Alright,
moment,
thank
and we've got three
Wait. I need to get the fifth one.
three
just in case.
incoming. How are we liking the game so far?
I'm
Yeah.
enjoying.
That
I'm not
last one
very
was-
good at it, but I am liking
That last
it.
one was like,
They're getting a bit more abstract.
yeah, last one.
Okay.
There's
we started off early.
I
we started
Robot
off
was
easy.
a give me.
It's an eye and there's a robot.
Robot, yeah.
What do you reckon?
There's a metal man and a seeing body part.
Alright, ready, Joe?
Yeah, you're going.
This next one is another yellow man. There's 5 emojis in this one.
Wow, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but only 2. Anyway, yeah.
5 emojis. The first emoji is of a man running. The next 3 are of trees, and the last one is a man running.
Run,
Forrest Gump.
Fuck.
Forrest Gump.
Jake
Run,
got
Forrest.
the
Gone with the
Jake
run.
He
got
was
the
going with
quote
the
right.
catchphrase.
Run, Forrest. All right, Cody leads 3-2. I need this to equalise and go to a tie break.
Yeah, otherwise this is the game.
This is a chance for Cody Ritchie. Now, Michael Craggs, before we do this one, we beat Michael Craggs,
Oh, I think I clean sweeps.
which means
Oh,
the
yeah,
pack
you
lead
smacked
1-0 against guests. This
Yeah.
is for the guests to tie things up.
Bring it back.
Cody Ritchie, the pressure is on. Let's go.
So the first one, we've got an animal.
Yep.
It's a predator.
Can you
It's
tell?
a
Yeah, what is it?
it's a wolf. Then we also have a bag of money, and then we have
Wolf of
2
Wall Street.
He's done it before.
Hold on.
Bang!
Hold on.
Clutch,
Bang!
baby.
I
Clutch.
thought you had to show the emoji first
Clutch.
because I was
No, not even
absolutely
say
going to
the
say
word.
it.
Clutch.
Theoretically,
Well.
it's harder with the description.
Clutch.
Yeah.
So-
So that should be worth 2.
Nah.
Clutch.
I think we should have another.
This is
another
the
tie-
one,
this is the
'cause that
tie break.
was not specified.
This is the tie break. This is it.
What?
This is it.
Oh no!
Which
Guys,
of the, wait,
give
which
us 2
tiebreaker
different
do you
ones.
have?
Close your eyes.
This 7 sweeps.
Okay, I had the other one.
I've
Wait.
seen Grant Daniel do that heaps.
What?
Just tell the guests to
guys,
fuck.
close your
Hey,
eyes.
do you guys just can you just dip out for a bit? We just got to chat about the rules.
All right.
You on the same page?
So we're down
I
on the
am.
tiebreaker.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Can you give me a sneak peek of what it is?
So whoever gets this wins. This is for MacPack pride or guest competitiveness.
All right, we've got 2 emojis.
Good.
One is of a teddy bear, and the other one is a book.
Fuck.
What happens in books?
What a
Toy Story.
yes.
Bang!
Bang, 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 bang. That's
But
what
MacPack
I'm
is back
talking
on top.
about.
Had the rug taken out from beneath me.
You know,
Giddy up.
Cody said Clockwork Orange for one of them. That was one of the ones we had taken out.
Oh, hot.
So technically, I did win.
Not
Toy
quite.
Story, big. I like that. The MacPack lead 2-0. Thank you so much, Cody Ritchie, for playing.
Thank you.
Code together.
We've got roller coaster ahead. In poker, a clown. Emoji, he could be a joker. We got a whole list of emojis. Piece the code together and try and be me. Code together right now. Cody Ritchie.
All right, boys. And Cody, obviously. We asked the people of Perth over the last 24 hours, do they prefer Nick's Place or do they prefer Alibaba's?
It's got to be next place.
Nick's place.
Nick's Place is just bang on.
It's the goat.
The people who vote for Alibaba's must have some sort of
Slight against next place.
Yeah, they must have gone
Yeah.
to Nick's place. not
something must have
liked it.
happened.
Had a bad experience
yeah.
and never returned.
Yeah, that's my guess.
It's a strange one because we've been going to Nick's Place since we were like little
Kids,
kids.
yeah.
I don't know why.
It's like a family thing for us.
See, I think that's strange. I think most people that have gone to Nick's place have not been there as a kid or not for your family lunch. You're
Yeah, they've
off your
just
face
gone.
after metros and you need something in your stomach.
Yeah, exactly. Where we've been feeling down on like a Saturday arvo ever
Yeah.
since we were like 6.
Yeah, I think it's just good.
It's good quality. I
Yeah.
like the quality of food, and I'm a big souvlaki guy. There's a
don't like
definite
kebab?
there's a definite difference between souvlakis and kebabs.
It's the bread.
Yeah, and the souvlaki bread is all time. Kebab bread, it's hit and miss, and more often than not, miss.
And at Alibaba's, think it's a miss.
I can honestly say I've never been to
I think I've been, like,
Alibaba's.
twice.
I have a handful of friends who have like, when I used to like go to uni in Frio, the discussion was like, oh, we'll go to Alibaba's. And I was like, fuck, what is that?
Yeah,
What-
I didn't know what it
I didn't know
was.
what it was.
Yeah.
So you like,
Is it nearby?
like-
Across the road.
Yeah.
It's
it's
down
like-
the street.
it's
I'm
like
pretty
20
sure.
meters.
On the
down the
same
road.
side, or is it
On the
green
same side.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
yeah, you would have walked past. It's closer to Metros than Nick's, but only by like,
Nick's is worth the walk.
yeah, it's worth the extra
100%.
50
Yeah.
meters you got to trundle. We had a few people get in contact. This actually stems from one bloke who, a couple of years ago.
Yeah. We were at a pub crawl in Fremantle.
Yep.
Boy.
So it was his birthday. Should we shout him out?
Yeah.
So it was Sebastian's birthday.
Yep.
Sebi.
He's a Freo boy. He used to work at a cinema in Freo.
Yeah, the same cinema branded complex as there is one at Booragoon, which we worked out.
So yeah, he
Piecing the puzzle together.
He used to work there. He had for his birthday, he had a pub crawl in Freo. He's a big Freo, but God loves the Dockers, you know.
Loves the dogs.
Lives and breathes Freo. So you think, oh, he must love Nick's place.
Yeah, synonymous.
But apparently not. So the pub crawl, we went to like Sail and Anchor and then like the Newport. I don't know. We're classic like,
Yeah, the big,
along the strip. Yeah.
the big pings.
And then it gets to the stage of the evening where people, they're getting a bit hungry. They want to go somewhere to eat. And
Yep.
he just posts in. So there was just like updates going in the Facebook event. Like, we're leaving.
Yeah,
So people could join, follow on.
because there was a lot of people coming in, and it was a whole day event, but not
Yeah.
everyone could make it. So it's just like throughout the day, I'll let you know where we're going.
So it gets towards like,
Good man.
dinner time, food time.
Hell yeah.
There's a message. No one is allowed to go to Nick's place. Nick's place is banned. Alibaba's is the only place you're allowed to eat tonight. And I was like, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
He was like, fuck Nick's place. Alibaba's is the goat.
Did he
That's
ever
crazy.
explain?
Why?
Yeah, did someone hurt him?
No, I'm not exactly. I've definitely asked. He was pretty smashed. I'm not sure if I got a proper answer from him.
The only thing that comes to mind is you often see a lot of fights break out at Nick's place, and it's largely like, as I was saying before, it's largely the 1-on-3s where like,
Yeah, someone's
got-
on
they're
the
not
floor
fights,
getting their head
someone's getting
kicked
their
in.
shit
Yeah.
yeah, for largely no apparent reason. So unless that's happened to him, and he like no one jumped in to help, and now he's just going, nah, fuck that place, man. I was
Maybe-
down at Alibaba's, they got my back.
Yeah. That was like one of the first times I went to Alibaba's, and what I did like about it was like the guys behind the counter, they just yell at customers.
Oh, real?
What do
like
you mean?
if the
Do they
customers,
not do that at Nick's place though?
Oh, not this bad.
Like
I
they
don't
always shout the
think.
Are you
orders
crying?
out. I
Are
was
you-
coughing
Oh, okay.
and I am shedding a
I did-
tear.
That's
They're
right.
being mean to Alibaba.
No, I'm emotionally okay.
Like there were people, just like people being like, classic like shitty drunk customers,
Speak for yourself, mate.
and they were just like, just like yelling at him. Like this one guy was trying to convince him that he had ordered but didn't get a like little ticket with a number thing on it.
Oh, right.
He's like, no, I paid. And the guy's like, no, you didn't. He's like, "You paid." Just like,
I feel like
whack.
you'd-
You get to that
Customer's
point
always right,
where-
mate. Haven't you heard that one before?
He's also hammered. Look at
Yeah.
him.
Which I did respect that. Just put them in their place, not taking anything.
Unbelievably. Have I said the results yet?
Of the poll, I don't think so.
So 69% of people enjoyed Nick's place, and 31% of people prefer Alibaba's.
That's closer than
That's-
I thought.
Yeah,
fair
I
enough,
was
though.
expecting all Nick's place.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it started off hot. It started off like a 90% ratio. Then there was like a late surge for Alibaba's, and everyone was like, yeah, fuck, that's the place to be. But one of the chicks that got in contact, Isabel,
Jeffries, yeah.
mate of yours,
Yeah.
she has her own story. She voted for Nick's place, and I feel like there's a classier bunch of people, in my opinion, who voted on the poll that go to Nick's versus Alibaba's.
I agree.
Good call.
I agree.
So
Because a lot of the bad people who are like
bad,
yes.
they're bad.
They're not
evil.
allowed in Nick's place because they've been in fights.
Maybe that's the
True.
case. But she messaged through. Did you read this one?
You read it to me.
So she goes to Alibaba's, and she basically ordered a falafel. What do you
Kebab?
get?
Yeah, a
kebab.
great vegan
Good
option.
choice. Good choice.
Is she vegan?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And they just proceeded to not give her any falafel. So it was just bread,
Plain-
salad, and sauce.
Oh, what? That's hard to do.
Would you complain?
Absolutely.
By the sounds
of it, I
That's like
wouldn't-
the
I
main
wouldn't-
ingredient.
That's like them not putting
Yeah.
chicken in a chicken soup.
I wouldn't want to get
Yeah.
yelled at.
But it would just be like a salad roll. It would be quite a lot of salad because I would
You've got
imagine
to
like
pack it up.
yeah, because like the falafel is going to take up majority of the room.
Yeah.
Remove the falafel. Now you've just got space.
just to show it to someone as well, to say, you fucked up my order. You can see there's no
Yeah.
falafel in there.
They'll
know
be
where that-
like,
you know
no,
where
you
that-
How
took
much
it
would
out.
it cost? It would be like $11
yeah.
for basically just salad and bread.
You know where that would never happen?
Nick's.
Nick's
At
place.
That's
And so speaking of that story, I've got some reviews here.
Oh, good.
Joey!
Are we gonna
These
play
are-
another game?
Yeah, I think we will make it a game.
No
I like
stinger for
this.
this one.
There's no stinger.
No.
So
Unless Cody wants to sing on the spot.
We had some of that before. I don't think we need any more now.
Maybe that could be the sting.
We'll leave it.
I mean, the premise of the game is pretty simple. I'm gonna read a review. We've
Yep.
got good and bad reviews for both.
Okay, how many? Give us
1, 2, 3, 4.
just the least prepared person in Perth.
Okay, there's 13.
He turns the
Oh,
microphone.
got one right here.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they're all pretty good though. Or they're short, or they're long and funny.
Okay, and we're gonna guess.
Fuck.
Which establishment?
Okay, the three of us. No real. Yeah.
The
Oh, does
three.
Riley know? Does Riley know?
No.
Okay, we're just go. The three of us will guess.
All
Whoever
right.
wins wins.
So, firstly, Nick's Place has an average of 3.8 stars.
That's okay.
Should be more.
Alibaba has an average of 4.
What?
No
Yeah.
way.
Alibaba's got 114 reviews. Nick's got 200 though. So
Okay.
do with that information what you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that mean we got to get to Nick? I think everyone should go once you've left a review for the MacPack podcast on Apple Pods.
Go to a
head
5-star review to Nick's, a 5-star review to Apple.
Yeah. They're going to become sponsors of the show by the sounds of things.
One day.
All right. So the first review we've got, it's a 3-star review from 3 years ago. Always and probably only good after crossing the road from metros.
True.
But also
In
wrong,
either-
blatantly wrong.
Not
Crossing the road.
Yeah, it's on the same street.
It's, yeah,
How
down the
hammered
road.
must you be
Yeah,
to
you got to
stroll-
cross 2 streets. All right, what do we lock in? I reckon you guys can all guess.
I missed out.
Yeah,
Sorry.
always and probably only good after crossing the road from metros.
Oh, okay. I'm
Alibaba's.
I'm going to say
Alibaba's.
Alibaba's because Nick.
No, it was Nick's Place.
Wow. Wow.
Donuts all around.
All right.
Okay.
The next one. It's a 1-star review. Went there for the first time. Taste of the food was average. I felt that it wasn't fresh, but after coming home, I had food poisoning. So bad. We'll never be back.
Has to be
Disappointed.
Alibaba's.
I'm going to go strange and go Nick's place.
Alibaba's.
It was Alibaba.
Yeah.
Shit.
We've got another 1-star review.
Should have had
Have
faith
you got
in
any
my
good
boys.
reviews? Or they all
Yeah,
just
the
like-
good ones.
Okay.
They
a
come
bit
later. Leave the best till last.
Kebab made me sick for the whole week. Thanks for the food poisoning. 1 star.
Alibaba's.
It's got to be Alibaba's.
Nick's
I'm going to
place.
keep going.
It's Alibaba's.
Yeah.
Bang. Not a great.
Stick to what you know.
Not a great
All right.
ratio for
Yeah.
Alibaba's.
Wait,
We
how
got a-
many reviews did you say Alibaba's had?
114.
All these other ones must be 5.
Must be good.
Yeah.
A lot of the good ones don't have comments because you don't need to
Yeah,
tell
the
people about the food
employees.
poisoning you
Just go,
got.
yeah, great.
That's a good point.
Okay, we got a 1-star review. The worst food I ever paid for. Just avoid it. There, if I'm reading them loud, it's because there's exclamation marks.
Just avoid
With
it.
emphasis.
Yeah.
Was that the end?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
I'm going to go Nick's place
Uh,
just because I voted Alibaba too many times now.
Alibaba's because I reckon you're trying to pot them out.
I'm going to stay on my trend and go Nick's place.
It was Nick's place.
Wow.
Yes!
Go.
B.
The score is 3
Alright.
Cody, 2 Jake, 1 Riley.
We got a long one.
Cody leads.
Yep.
We got a long one. This is a 5-star review, so we're getting to a good one.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Left by Nick
I'm
himself.
expecting like a paragraph.
Tonight I went to blank for a kebab.
Good. Oh,
When I
Alibaba's.
When I saw this extremely drunk and rude guy complaining about the color of his gravy, he then proceeded to pour the gravy on the counter. Meanwhile, just being plain rude and mean and rude to the poor servers. The servers were awesome and very professional, even though this guy was so awful. My kebab was fantastic, the meat was flavoursome, and the garlic sauce was delicious. It was ready within a few minutes. Thanks for a great meal and putting up with awful people.
I'm gonna
go Nick's place.
say Alibaba's because I don't think Nick's do gravy.
Alibaba's.
It was Nick's place.
Well, I didn't know they did gravy.
Yeah, neither. Well, maybe
Me
they stopped
neither.
it after this guy poured it all over the counter.
Wait. So who said what just then?
I said Alibaba's.
Cody said Nick's place.
So Cody gets a point.
Yeah, Cody's killing it.
Damn.
Wow, that was a good one. He really told a full story about his
Story,
night.
yeah.
Cody's 100% right now.
No, she's
No,
not.
I got one wrong.
Cody's almost 100%.
That's what counts.
We've got a 3-star review, which is always funny because, like,
Yeah, you
Why
only want-
bother?
Yeah,
Why bother?
you can't be
Yeah, that is
neutral.
funny.
had to wait 5 minutes for my kebab, in the company of a super sketchy dude. Pretty good sauce though.
Nick's place.
Nick's place.
Alibaba's.
It was Nick's place.
Let's go. Here we go. Boys on.
All right, we got
Hang
a
on, did he say he was with a sketchy dude? Like he's just calling out his
I
mate?
think, yeah.
You just saw one.
No, I think there was one in there.
Okay. They're always.
All right,
someone.
we've got a 1-star
It's
review.
Freo. Everyone's sketchy.
This has got to be the worst takeaway food places I've ever gone to. The doner kebab was watery and certainly didn't look or taste like lamb.
Why are you speaking
Which
like
rate-
Jerry Seinfeld?
Which raises the question, what was it? It was thrown in the bin after 2 bites.
Wow.
And the pita pocket with lamb and spinach was very oily and gristly.
This is very-
Also had sauce of garlic and mayonnaise. Somehow tasted of honey.
Who is this?
It's very descriptive,
Did Matt
isn't
Preston
it?
go into Nick's place?
I would recommend to avoid the questions regarding what on earth you're eating by avoiding going in the first place.
I can't even
1 star.
remember it. I've just been too focused on the voice.
I'm going to say Nick's place because there was mention of a pita pocket, and I don't think Alibaba's do pita pockets.
I'm going to go with that as well.
Nick's.
It was Nick's place.
Bang!
Points
All
all
right,
around.
We got a
could be a
5-star
policeman.
review coming up.
Good.
Love this place.
Score check.
Nick's place.
Especially
me.
especially good if you've been drinking at the Newport Prior.
Good, 'cause it's-
Newport's closer
Yeah,
to Nick's
Newport's
place.
closer.
I'm going to go with Nick's place.
Nick's.
Yeah. Nick's.
Alibaba.
What?
Mother flipper.
No way.
Cody's on 5, Jake's on 4, Riley's on 3.
This
How
one
many we
was
got left?
A lot.
still a couple.
Okay.
This one I thought was good. It's a 1-star review. All I wanted was medium chips. ...
That's it.
That's a Nick's place.
How many
that's it.
stars?
1.
Or did he not get the chips?
I don't know. No idea.
I'm going to bow out of this one because I know the answer.
I'm going to say Nick's.
I'm going to say Nick's.
It was Nick's place.
Yeah.
Why did you know the answer?
I read one and that was
Oh,
it.
okay. I wrote one. Still got my medium chips.
All right. This one's 5 stars. I was drunk after clubbing.
Good.
They bring the food to you, even as they're closing.
Nick's.
I've never heard of that
Nick's have never
service.
done that, so Alibaba's.
I'm going to go Alibaba's
It was
as well.
Alibaba's.
Yeah.
Nick
That
stay
must have
behind
been
the
a
bench.
one night only.
Nick-
with a one night only offer.
Nick stand behind the bench because there's too many fights that break out if they don't. It's just some dude throwing gravy across the shop.
All right. We've got a 1-star review. Wish I could give this whole a half star.
I've said that before.
Disgusting food, and my girlfriend was nauseous and vomiting for the next week.
Oh no, not the
The
misso.
man didn't even have gloves on. And I know that's what made her sick. No care for anyone's enjoyment or health. Never go there. I am disgusted. This happened on Saturday, 5th of May around 11 p.m.
5th of May this year.
No, it's 3 years ago.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Just for clarification.
Oh, God.
Why is he there at 11 a.m.?
Oh, p.m.
Oh, fuck. I've lost a lot of that. I'm going to go Nick's.
Nick's.
I'm going to say Alibaba's.
It was Nick's.
Bang!
Ah.
Does that mean we take the lead?
Let
No.
me count. Jake and Cody are tied at 7.
Oh, you're tired?
Ooh.
Riley's on 4.
All
Is
right.
this game ever going to end?
We've got 2 more.
Fuck, okay.
Okay.
2
here we
more
go.
5-star reviews.
All right,
Here we
let's
go.
Okay.
do. Finish strong. Go Nick's place.
An icon for 30 plus years.
Done. Nick's place.
Excellent kebabs that somehow taste even better at 3 a.m. Without blank, Brio wouldn't be the same.
Nick's
I'm going to say
place.
Nick's.
It's gotta be
It's gotta
Nick's.
be
It was
Nick's.
Nick's place.
Bang!
Absolutely.
8 each. The decider.
Here we go. This is it.
The final review. This one's my favorite by far. It's only from 3 days ago as well.
What?
Oh.
Someone from the party bus. It's someone from your
yeah,
birthday.
Friday night.
Beast place. The halal snack packs was so good I came in my pants.
You can't say that.
We'll definitely be coming back and buying a new pair of jeans. And then he's written 1,000,000 stars.
Was it Sebastian on Alibaba's page?
Nick's.
I gotta go Nick's.
I'm going to say Nick's.
It was Alibaba's.
Wow,
What?
that's wild.
Tie game.
What an insight.
Oh, is it a tie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I have one more that I skipped.
Okay,
Okay.
here we
You have
go.
to guess different things of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a 1-star.
Whoever gets in first.
yeah, that's cool.
Ordered fish and chips, 0 out of 10.
Nick's.
Ali's.
It was Alibaba's.
Oh, no way!
Cody
That's
wins.
wild.
Cody's on 9. Jake's on 8.
That was absolutely beautiful. We're strong. We stand with Nick.
With Nick's place, yeah.
If you want to catch us in Freo,
That's where we'll be.
yeah, buy us a
Exactly,
super lucky. All All right, boys, we're drawing to a close on episode 35, but we definitely would not finish up episode 35 without our every week staple. It's our everyday hero. And this week we have our guest, Cody Ritchie, who's going to provide it.
Yes. So take us back to Friday.
Wow, it's a recent
Friday.
one.
Friday.
It's a recent one.
Bang.
I start work at 5 a.m. on a Friday.
This is at the
Early?
Big Green Warehouse.
At the Big Green Warehouse.
Nice.
And as I've told you boys earlier, not during the pod, but I got my forklift license a
Yes,
couple of
yes.
weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So with my forklift training, like I've got my license. I need to do a couple of supervised hours.
You've said the
So-
name of the Green Warehouse again.
Apologise. At Big Green Warehouse.
Good.
So at work, I start at 5 a.m. and my fellow team member, we'll call him Sal. He
Nice.
is the
Cousin Sal.
forklift coach. He's the one who has to go through my training, supervise me, give me all the pointers, run me through it, whatever.
Yep.
He normally starts at about 7 o'clock on a Friday.
A late
Slack.
start.
Slack Sal, we call him.
But he comes in at 6.
Oh,
And
I
said-
take it back. I
King.
immediately take it
I
back.
said,
Early
Sal,
start.
King of the morning.
what are you doing here so early?
Yep.
And he goes, well, you know, we got to run you through all this forklift stuff. So I thought I'd come in earlier because the gates open at 8 and that's where all the trucks come in. That's when we start open.
Team
so he
man.
goes, I'll come in at 6. We'll run you through it a couple hours earlier, get a bit of time in. And we also need to have our safety meeting. He's a part of the safety team at work, and a part of being in that team is you need to take another couple of team members aside, take him out for a coffee at the cafe,
Ooh.
at the
Big Green Warehouse
At
Cafe.
the Big Green Warehouse Cafe, run through all the safety that we're doing for the quarter, all of this stuff.
Yep.
So he's gone, yep, we're going early and we're going to have our coffee. But because our cafe isn't open until 8, I thought that we can go across the road to the Bougie Cafe. This is the Bougie Cafe. It's $7 for a croissant there, right? I like going there, but it is a treat. It is a treat when you go there.
It's a sometimes food.
So he's going, we'll go across there, we'll have our meeting, and then we'll come back.
What a man.
And I've gone, good. So we go upstairs to get the stuff and head over, and I see my boss there.
Oh.
Boss
And
man.
Sal has said to the boss, you know, we're going to have our safety meeting
Yeah.
across the road.
Yes.
And my boss has gone, oh, I'm getting coffees, I'll come with. I'm like, oh, okay. So we get over to the cafe,
Boss man's coming
and
along.
Sal and I having a look at the choices, and we're going, you know, what kind of coffee do you want? And Sal goes, yeah, I want this. Cody, what do you want? So I say a flat white.
Yeah.
Classic.
And the boss
I'm a
goes,
flat white man.
I'll pay for it. I'll pay for
What a
it.
man.
And I go,
Do you know? Do you know what's
you're a ledge.
Do you know it's bougie over here, man? It costs more.
It is. So he's paying our coffees. I'm like, thank you so much, Paul. Sal, my mate, goes, Cody, didn't you say you wanted a croissant?
Oh.
He knows. He knows that I'm a croissant-loving lady. So
But
I've
you hadn't
gone,
mentioned that you wanted a croissant.
I haven't mentioned
You're
it.
just abusing the power of the credit card.
Well,
So
she
I
didn't
look.
want it.
I look and I go, oh, maybe I will get one. And the boss goes, don't worry, Cody. Put it on my tab. Put it on my tab. So Sal's giving me the eye going, yes, we've got this free coffee. We've got this croissant.
Air horns in the distance.
Yeah. And Sal's going, yeah, they look quite good. And the boss goes, you want one as well, mate?
No
And he
way.
goes, yeah, I think I might. So we
Strike
were
3
over,
times.
we walking back to the Big Green Warehouse with our coffees and our croissants. And we're having our safety meeting. And I'm like, yeah, what do we need to talk about? And he goes, not much. I just thought we'd get our coffee and our croissant and we'd have a bit of a chat before we start working.
Sal, the
What?
absolute
Sal.
man about town.
Absolute
great
man.
boss.
So he's managed to get me a free coffee, not just a crappy one from work, a good one from
An
across
upgrade
the
on the
road.
coffee quality.
He's gotten me a croissant, which I wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
Bang.
It's a legit bougie croissant.
Oh my God.
This pastry has come from some fucking farm down south. It is next level. And then we've come back to have our safety meeting. What meeting? We're just having a chat about
Too
what we're going to
good.
be doing at work.
Sal gets it.
We love him.
Sal gets
So
it.
for that, Sal is my everyday hero.
That's all time. It's
Wait, is Sal your boss?
no.
Sal's not my boss. He's my
Shouldn't it be the guy who's paying for everything?
no.
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 He was just there with the
He
card.
was putting in the hard yards with my boss to ensure that it wasn't up to the boss.
He was the barterer.
Sal's the
Yeah.
technician.
He was the man in the
He's doing all the
He
strategy.
He's
True.
laying down the groundwork so the boss feels good about himself paying for a coffee. Where we've just rorted him, knowing that's what we were doing in the
What a
first
king.
place.
That's good. And he
That's
didn't
good.
do it independently. He didn't do it for himself. He did it for
he
Cody,
did it
which is
for
why.
me.
Yeah, that's what gets him the extra credits. It's a bit like a multi. He saw the first leg come in. He goes, "Well, that's a win." He saw the second leg come in. He goes, "That's a win."
Why
And-
not?
And then he went, "You know what? Let's double down. Let's go and
The
spin the wheel
trifecta.
and go. You know what? Fucking croissants all around. I reckon, boss man."
and
he
it
was
paid off.
Bloody hell. And in response, so Cody gets the croissant, Cody gets the coffees, and Cody gets a good morning. And our man Sal gets episode 35's Everyday Hero. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it brings us to the end of episode 35. Cody, it's been an absolute pleasure to sit next to you for
Thank
an
you
hour.
for
you've done
having
well.
me. I've had a great time.
It's been good fun to chat. We don't
being here.
really. This is really the only first time I've ever spoken to a girl. So I've
Hopefully, I can come back.
I've enjoyed it. We did chat
Don't
about
get
this.
too.
As in, like a reoccurring role.
Yeah, I like it.
Every week.
What I'm thinking
Yeah.
is,
What did you
and-
say?
Every week.
yeah, and I don't know whether I'm, taking a step too far at this point. But you know how
Probably.
Hamish,
Here we go.
maybe, you know how Hamish and Andy, they do their
Who are they? I've never heard of them.
their gap year shows.
Yeah.
and they
You're
have
taking us on the road.
and they do the
with
segments,
Sal,
whatever.
with Sal and your business partners.
Well, not that.
credit card.
But you know how Ryan Shelton has like his own little segment?
Yeah.
I feel
Be
like that's
our
what I
Ryan.
could do. I could be your Ryan.
Ryan Ritchie.
And you can do girl chat.
Girl chat for all of the female listeners.
Good.
Because I'm not going to lie, when I watched the podcast,
nervous.
Oh.
This-
not nervous.
We're doing critiques,
it's
On
not
air.
a critique, it's feedback, it's a comment.
On
which is what they all say.
When the footy chat starts, it's like, it's
Right.
great, but I kind of tune out a little bit.
I
say
have heard
this.
that
So
from
I
girls
say
at
instead-
work as
every-
well.
Instead of
Every time
have
Jake,
me in there,
Just do girl chat.
Every time Jake's
Have,
keen
like-
for a footy chat, I'm always like, oh, yeah, I want to have this one.
cut
You could have two episodes. One includes footy chat, and one is includes girl chat.
It's just
and then
sass
you can
chat.
have Sass Chat.
That's good.
Sass Chat with Cody
I
on the
like that.
MacPack
There you go.
podcast.
And on the YouTube video, it's a choose your own adventure.
Yeah,
That
you
segment,
click
you just
onto that.
click out, yeah. And it's
Yeah.
just Cody sitting in this same room by herself with a panel of random girls. Just
And then I can branch out, make my own podcast, and leave you guys in the dust.
sounds a lot more like it's going to positively affect your lives than it will ours.
And what's wrong with that?
Absolutely nothing at all. Boys, girl, it's been an absolute pleasure to sit alongside you.
Always is. It
Once
Thank
again.
you.
We do have some exciting news. If you haven't already watched the Blue Collar Dogs, we made mention to it earlier. Mitchie came to the party. Mitchie's a big man.
Mitchie
It
came
was good to finally meet Mitch.
Olivia and I's party, yes. Yeah, he was keen to meet you. I messaged him a few days out. I was like, the boys are keen to meet
Yeah,
you.
man,
you were
I was like,
100%.
oh, it's going to be a great
He's a
time.
good dude. So if you haven't checked out his video on YouTube, be sure to do it. If you're new to the podcast,
Ooh.
start, and this is the first episode you're listening to, start at season 2. We
I
made
agree.
we made mention to it. We made mention to it a couple of weeks ago. It's
Your
far
favourite
better.
episode is episode 3 there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There are some gems in there, but
Yeah, sound quality, production quality, not all that flash.
Nostalgia factor though.
Yeah, it's like
10.
the first season of any good TV show is always like
shitty but
The
good.
set's a little bit different as well.
sitting in my room.
Yeah.
It would have been weird if Cody had to come on and then had to lay in bed with us as part of the podcast.
I still would have enjoyed it.
Cragsy would have too, I reckon.
Yeah. Well,
Do we have anything else to tie up? I think that's just
I
about.
don't think so. I
That's
think that's
about
it.
all.
Any last words, Cody?
Well, she's not dying.
There was something I was
Wait,
going to say at the. There was something I was going to say at the beginning of the pod, but I actually did forget about it until now.
Here we go.
I'm finally in the McKenna sandwich that everyone has been talking about for years, and it is as good as what they say.
Oh my god, that's all time. We talked about croissants. We've talked about sandwiches. It's been quite a
Baguettes.
Pastries.
Baguette boys and their baguettes. We'll wrap things up there. We'll finish up by saying, as we do each and every week, stay safe, stay blessed, and make sure that you.
Cody, do you want to take this one?
Not really. Just for personal reasons.
On this occasion, ladies and gentlemen, go give your dad a hug.